Hi guys, and welcome back to the survival project. As we watch the sun go down, I'm really happy with how far I've gone so far. We're just on episode 17 and look at how much we've built up. Like, this island is really coming together. Let's get a better view of it actually. Got Kame's house there, we've got our little starter build over here. Moving into our iron farm, we got our villager breeder over there and our trading station that doesn't work. We've completely terraformed this first island pretty much. There's just a little bit of work to do over here. And we've made this little storage system here with a little pond area that looks great. And we've got this amazing little Japanese inspired lighthouse, which I wasn't 100% keen on it when I first built it. I think you can tell that in the episode. But coming back to it now, I really loved the way that this is looking. And the entire island just looks great. I really need to get all of the texture variation in on these cliffs though. And that's going to be a pretty massive job. I've come... Oh, there's quite a lot of holes. Yeah, I've come quite a long way around now without actually adding any texture variation. And I still want to sort this flat edge out here. That's something that really needs doing. And basically, I need to get everything nice and mob-proofed. Which creates its own issue because I don't think I want the entire island looking really lit up all the time. I like that we've got dark areas about the place, and I like that we've got nice lit up areas. Like this entire pathway here looks awesome, but because of all the plants, mobs can spawn there and we don't have it lit. I mean, look at how bad that is. So many creepers. Yeah, let's avoid that. Yeah, I really love that. I think that looks great, especially with the orange flowers there. So today's episode, I need to do a little bit of work, and I've already done a little bit of work, so we've got time lapse that we're going to be jumping into. But yeah, I need to get some of these areas mob proofed up, and I really want to change this section on this side of the path back over to grass, and just sort of make this area look quite nice. I'm not going to put too much here. We're probably just going to have like a little seating area around here, maybe another little one there. And we've got a build to do in this episode as well. Oh, I thought that was a creeper then, it's just grass. Yeah, I've got loads of little gaps in the floor that I need to sort out as well. So there's quite a few little bits that I want to do, kind of just housekeeping jobs really. I thought I'd completely mob-proof this forest, but apparently not. There's still some spots where things can spawn, but that's fine. We'll sort that out as and when we find it. But yeah, I really need to build up my little house here today. So this is going to be the house for the owner of the little tea shop here, which this tea shop, as a reminder, leads down to our little skeleton and spider farm, which is where I get pretty much all of the bone meal to get all of the grass planted in this world. And yeah, I've started work on removing all of this away. So let's jump into the time lapse for that. It's going to be a bit of a different time lapse. It's not going to be a music based one this time. It's going to be more of a sort of time lapse chat sort of thing. So yeah, let's roll the clip. Okay, so here we are just prepping the island for our zoo project. I've just got to cut all the trees down and level this entire thing out. I want to set the entire island up before we get started on it, just so I know exactly how much space I've got. And then we can make really cool little habitats for all the different animals we're going to take. Which, in the end, I think this is going to be a great project. Now, I've got a little bit of an announcement I want to make. I don't want to go into too much detail about it, because things are still kind of in the pipelines at the moment. But I have been invited to join an SMP server and to upload YouTube content from it. There's a bunch of great creators that are going to be on the server as well, so I'm going to drop a link to all of their channels down below for the confirmed members, and I'm really excited to get going on that. I think it's going to be really great, and I think you'll all enjoy the content as it starts coming out. So that's definitely something to be looking forward to, and it's something I'm really excited to be jumping into. So I think it's about time we jump back into our world and start doing our work for the day. I'm really excited for the future of the channel now. Like, I really feel like there's a direction for us to go in. Unfortunately, I've not been able to be too involved in everything going on just yet. I've had quite a lot going on, but from now on I should be able to get a lot more involved in it. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward to getting it started and jumping into the actual server and actually building alongside some amazing content creators and amazing Minecraft builders. Like, their content really is very good, and I really do think you should check it out. So, yeah, this island, as I say, there's a lot more work to be done. That was about an hour's worth of footage, just cutting all the trees down, and I still managed to miss some somehow. But yeah, cutting all the trees down, getting all of this dug out, and sort of getting it to a decent level. Now, I've got a lot of resources out of this. I'm completely out of shulker boxes again now. Oh yeah, these are just spruce logs. I needed them to build the chests up. So yeah, we filled up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shulker boxes, and we've almost filled up a double chest here. And of course, I managed to kill another wandering trader because they are my least favourite thing in this game, and they all just kind of deserve to die. So I think what I'm going to be doing now is, as I say, shredding all of this down and turning it back into grass, and just trying to make it look like a nice little area. As I say, we're going to have a little seating area here, and that should look pretty cool. So yeah, I'm going to get started on that, and I will catch you guys in just a moment. I started to peel back all the podzol, and I remembered it's pitch black down there. I'm going to have to go through with my torches now and get all of this lit up, so I'm probably expecting to get into a few fights. Hopefully should be okay, but yeah, let's just get everything lit up down here so we can stop all of the horrible zombie noises consistently, and probably while I'm down here actually I can fill in some of the air holes that I've got going on. So yeah, let's get this done. I may have just died. Damn creepers. I thought everything was going so well, it was going so smoothly, and it just had to happen. I actually have no idea how much damage that's just done to the landscape above me. The answer is not too much. It could have been a lot worse. It's mainly just podzol. So that's great, I suppose. And at least we didn't lose all of our stuff this time. So that definitely makes me happier. Yeah, let's just get all of this sorted out and actually get everything fixed up. Nice. This is exactly why we light areas before we build on top of them. But there you go. It happens. No need to be upset about it. Just maybe just a little tiny bit salty. Okay, torch spam complete. I think it's about time we get back on with what we was actually going to do. And as I can see through this gap, it's night time. So actually, maybe I'll stay down here for a little while. Now that it's safe. Well, would you look at that? It's all nice and green now. But that's not why I've jumped in right here. I've jumped in here just as a reminder for you guys that when we hit 100 subs, I'm going to be giving away Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's an amazing RPG game, and I really think people will enjoy playing it. It's a lot more in depth than a lot of RPGs people play. But yeah, at the moment I'm sat on 60 subscribers at the point of recording this video, which I'm extremely grateful for. I'm really happy that there are people out there that are just enjoying the content that I'm putting out. And as I say, there are big plans for the channel going forward. And yeah, just as a little gift and a thank you for when we reach this first milestone goal of 100 subs, I just wanted to give a game away to you guys. And I just hope you guys enjoy the game. So there will be more information to come about how we're going to be doing the giveaway for the game. But I'm sure I can come up with something pretty cool for it. Anyway, let's get this area looking the way we want it. So we've got all the greenery in here now. We're probably going to add a load of grass blocks in and stuff like that. And yeah, just get a little seating area here. It's not going to be anything too crazy. Just something just to make the edge of the island look quite nice. Just to come along, probably with some flowers maybe actually. Just to continue this look, because that might make a bit more sense. And we need to get rid of this chest. You'd think having a storage system would make life a lot easier for finding things. I've just spent absolutely ages looking for these acacia fences because of this mess. There is stuff absolutely everywhere, and I have a shulker box there. See, I didn't even know I had that. Yeah, I think I might need to do a bit of a more in-depth storage situation, because at the moment these are the only items that we're sorting. See, I was working on a jungle wood texture, but I really didn't like it and I gave up. I thought I changed it back, but yeah, I've just got one really random variation. I wanted to try and make it into an ebony style wood, but yeah, I was really struggling to get the texture right on that, and that looks horrible. So we're not going to be using that. Anyway, that's in the pipeline. So let's go back to where we were. Yeah, I quite like that. It's got the lavenders coming in. I've put the acacia fence in all the way along, just to sort of separate this area from the wooded area, and I think it helps keep it in tune with that. Originally, I thought I'd have to colour blend a little bit better between those orange marigolds and these lavenders, but I think the lavenders work pretty well. I think as well I need to switch gears a little bit here, and I'm going to work on something real quick. It's just a little redstone project. I'm going to go back to the flower forest where I got all of these from, because I keep running out of flowers and I just need a massive stockpile of them. So yeah, I need to gather up some redstone bits. I'm going to head over there and I'm going to make a little flower farm. Really not going to take long to do. So what I'll probably do is just build the whole thing up and then jump in and show you how it works. It's going to be real simple. So just loading in here is the flower forest where I've been gathering everything from. And you can see, oh, you can't see anymore actually. Just gone out of render distance, I think. Fly back this way a little bit. Yeah, Kame House is just there, so our island's just a little bit further that way. And this flower forest is just here. Well, that was a bit of a lag spike. Yeah, and I've been sort of shredding this, just running around, grabbing flowers here and there. There's still loads of flowers about the place, but, you know, it's a pain having to collect them the way I've been collecting them. So, there's a few ways that I could go about doing this. I could create a flower map and just get a load of dirt set up and see what flowers grow where. But I think I'm just gonna completely wing it, to be totally honest. I'm not that fussed about getting it perfectly right, so I'm just gonna dig straight down. Everyone's favourite thing to do in this game, and I'm gonna do it the safe way. And dig 2 down at a time. And yeah, I'm just gonna hollow out an area just underneath here a little bit. I don't have to come too far down. And oh, there must be a cave. Yeah, and I'm just gonna set up a load of grass, and we should have a little flower farm going. So I will be back in just a sec, and we'll see what we can get out of it. So here we have it. This is a rather large flower farm. This took way longer than I intended it to. I spent quite a few hours doing this actually. I had to dig everything out. I didn't bring a beacon over, which I really should have. But hey, there we go, hindsight, eh? It stretches quite a long way. Again, that was just because I didn't want to do the flower mapping. So we push the button, all the flowers grow, water comes down, sends them onto this grass path block, and underneath there's a minecart with a hopper that's going to go along and collect it all. Now, this probably isn't the best way to do it. I might actually change all of this out and just have it as hoppers. I've got enough iron to do that, so it's not really much of an issue. And I think I've built in a slime chunk again, which is actually a little bit annoying. But yeah, if I come down here, I can just show you the redstone. So the button just leads down here. I've inverted the signal a few times. Originally, I had the minecart hopper linked up to that, but yeah, I've disconnected that now. I keep seeming to just build on slime chunks. I suppose isn't a bad thing. I get passive slime balls. Yeah, so the line then leads into these dispensers, and I've not filled all of these up to the top. I've done as many as I possibly could, but yeah, that's pretty much all I could do. And the line also leads up here. I've got a bit of delay, and eventually that opens some waterlogged trapdoors, which sends all the water down. So everything gets washed along to the grass path. The minecart comes back and forth, picks up as much as it can, which, wow, it's got quite a lot in it actually. I imagine that just picked a hell of a lot up just then. But yeah, it comes up to this minecart unloader. So it sits on this hopper, unloads. As long as this has got an item in it, that minecart's going to stay there because we're unpowering the rail that's on top of the hopper. There's a lot of mobs. Like, there's a huge cave system around this as well. But yeah, so as soon as this is done sending all the items through, I'm actually going to have to run all the way back to run back down. So give me a sec. We'll come down here. It travels along via some hoppers there into a dropper, and that just sends all of the items back up, and eventually they will wind up in these chests here. So yeah, I've collected quite a lot already, but we're not getting that much lavender, which is what I was really here for because I wanted the purple flowers. So I'm going to have to spend a bit more time here. I could automate this button, but I think for now this is fine. I'm just going to come here and click it whenever I need to use it, basically. Yeah, I could switch it over to a lever and maybe set up a hopper clock or something just to keep it running for while I'm here, and then I can turn the lever off as and when. But yeah, I'm basically just aiming for lavender here, so I'm gonna spend a bit of time here just collecting stuff. I might do some decorating. I probably won't though. I've kind of just spammed torches and glowstone everywhere to keep the area lit up. It's not somewhere I really intend on spending a lot of time, so I'm not too concerned about the way it looks. So yeah, at any rate, I'm gonna wait for my lavender and then we can get back to the job that we was doing. So I changed my mind a little bit here. I was originally gonna chuck some benches in this bit here, but as I started planting more and more of this lavender down, I actually just really like the look of that we've got going on. I think that's really cool. And I'm thinking as well that I might actually continue it a bit along this way. So I'm going to consider that. If I was to do that, it might mean removing some of the trees. It might not. That's something I'll have to look into. But I think for now, it's looking really cool. And yeah, I've left a little bit of space for the bridge that we're going to be putting in here. I still need to come up with some designs for these bridges. I like the idea of this one going off in two directions, but I think that's going to create some issues with creating the bridge. So I'm going to have to spend a bit of time in a creative world sort of just coming up with something for that. And that diagonal bridge over there as well. Diagonal bridges are really difficult to make look good, so that's another thing I'm definitely going to have to do in a creative world. So yeah, with that section sort of looking a bit better now, I'm going to move on to the actual build for the episode. Now I'm going to be jumping back into time-lapse mode for this, but we need to build up this little house. Now, it's not going to be anything huge. I've not got any plans for this, so I am going to be winging it, and as I say, we're going to be doing it in a time-lapse, so yeah, let's get that loaded up right after I've collected all the bits that I need. Cool, I don't think that this looks half bad. Pretty much completely just winging it. I knew that I wanted it to be a nice little small build, but yeah, I think we managed to maintain the style a bit, so it looks fairly similar to this. I wanted to keep these light grey stained glass panes in, and I think it's done a really cool job. So yeah, there's a lot of windows on this one, but they're quite dark and it's kind of hard to see through them. I did add a second floor in, so if I punch this hole out, we can put a ladder in, and there's enough space up there to put a few things and have a bed. I don't know how to do an interior in here though. Like, I imagine down here would just be somewhere that you could eat, and then upstairs would be where all the sleeping and everything else is. It is a really tiny little house. But I think it looks really good, and I think that it blends into this area really well. And it just sort of helps finish this off a little bit. I do need to build up a few more of the trees around here now that I have got that build in place, and I think probably expand just a little bit these bamboos. In fact, I could probably just do that now because I did pick up a few. Yeah, we'll just get these planted in here. But yeah, I think that looks really cool. It's quite nice having a look at it in the night time. I actually really like travelling around the world at night. it's frustrating sometimes because obviously surprise creeper attacks, but yeah, I just think everything looks really cool. So yeah, that kind of helps close off this area, and that means we can start working towards getting our bridges over to the other side done and finishing off the other island on that side, because there's still work that needs to be done there. I need to do something to patch this up, um, because that looks a little bit horrible that you can see that. I suppose it's not too noticeable if you're just running through, but just knowing that it can be seen upsets me, so I definitely want to fix it. But yeah, I think this is really cool. We've still got a little balcony, and you can still walk along it if you crouch. You can get underneath all of the lanterns, and yeah, it just looks really cool. These are our jungle trapdoors, and I think this is kind of where their texture shines. Some of the other builds I've used them in, they kind of just blend in a bit too much, but I think this really helps make a nice little border along these half slabs. Of course, you go up and then back down just to get it back on level, but yeah, really, really happy with this little design. I think it really helps finish the area off. So that is going to bring us to an end of this episode, though. It was definitely needed. That fills a really, really big hole there. Even though it's a tiny little build, it just fills it all in, and yeah, just a couple more trees, and then that is done. And our little lavender field is looking awesome as well. I really love that colour. And yeah, it looks really good alongside that orange as well. So just as another reminder, we are going to be doing a giveaway of Kingdom Come Deliverance at 100 subs. There'll be more information to follow. I'm not going to go into it too much because I've already mentioned it today. Having said all that though, I really hope you've enjoyed the episode. I had quite a bit of fun doing this. It's always really nice seeing areas sort of get finished, and this entire island now is really coming together. I mean, we've got our little enchantment station there, and we've got our armor repair station up there, which I am running out of enchanting bottles, so I really need to get this thing up and running again. We got our storage situation going on, which needs to be updated, and we need a much bigger one, so that's probably going to be an underground job. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and I will catch you guys in the next one.